more footage, this time drilling from side control. This is my friend Nino. A little after this spar, he got his 3rd stripe on his white belt, which was really nice. And overall, a really good training partner and really fun to be with. He's fun to work with because he's so much like bigger than I am, but I think I'm a little more athletic than he is. As I push his legs away and get into mount here, I'm gonna try and like keep him flattened as much as I can. But you know, I don't really know like where my weight is going. I think I'm like pushing his arms up towards his head to try and like attack Americanas and things. But I know that I should really be trying to like keep his arms away from his body a little more. As I try to go for this Americana, but then I'm too far over to the right and he bridge escapes out. But I'm able to stay on top and I get right back into side mount. Or I almost do anyway if you didn't get that knee shield in. As I go into open guard and then get the pass again, just like pushing his legs to the left. Here, he's faced away from me. This is the wrong way he wants to be. And I think I got like a gift wrap, although you can't see it because the view is blocked by his legs. And I'm trying to like push his back away so that I can start claiming it and hooking my legs in. But he rotates towards me and I just say, okay, frig it. I'll just go back to side, into north-south. He starts trying to get grips and I staple down his left arm to go for attacks and stuff. I think I'm trying to go for a Kimura on the far side, but clearly I'm not getting it because he's got like this grip on my shoulder here. And I think what I need to do is get my right leg like over his head so I can like start getting a Kimura grip and then push away from him. But well, at least I'm tracking his left arm with my hook, because I know that before I was having trouble sometimes, like they would just kind of slip that hand out without too much trouble. But here I'm still in a pretty safe position. I know that he's not going to be able to kind of explode out of this without me seeing it coming. Slowly fighting for grips on the far side. Maybe I should have put another camera over there, because I can't exactly remember what I was trying to do, but I'm pretty sure it was just the only thing I really know how to do here is go for a Kimura grip, and I think that's what I have, but I've been trying to, I can't quite get anything as I give him some space and then he bridges me off. But I just spin around to the other side, and now I capture his right arm and try to separate it from his body. From here, I'd like to cut across his belly with my knee to go to mount. But he's still got like a frame on my neck here. Well, it's not a really super powerful frame, but he does bridge right out and gets on top. But not to pass or anything as I go into as I go into half guard and then eventually into open guard. I capture one of his legs and start I don't know what my plan is here. I think I really should have been like starting to fight for like a knee shield and then like get my underhook in, but he's got like a grip on my left leg that I don't really know how to address. But he lets go of it, I think, a little too early as I eventually do get the thing and I get my underhook. And we go into dogfight and I just push him over. So at least I've gotten some work done. As I slice across into mount. And again, I try to pull his arm away from his body, trying to attack submissions, but then I don't see it coming as he rolls over and gets on top and we start wrestling as we slide out of frame. In this second one, I start on bottom, which is probably more indicative of like what's likely to happen in a competition, but well, it's good to drill this position and I really need to work more on it as I try to get like a frame in with my right arm. But it's clearly not effective because he just goes into north-south and pushes my frame like down. I should have like kept my elbow against his knee, but I'm able to rotate up and start wrestling with him. But he has me in that like front body lock, which, well, again, I don't really know how to address. I'm kind of in a disadvantageous position here, so I start trying to grab onto his legs, both to try and go for like low takedowns or something, but also to like keep him from rotating around and just taking my back. Like, I'd like to be able to go up a little bit and get to like a low single or low double here, but, you know, obviously that's not going to happen as he makes some space and goes around to my back. Exactly the thing I didn't want to happen. Goes for a half Nelson and chair sits for the, or not chair sits, but pulls me back down into the back take, but he doesn't get his hook in quickly enough, and I'm able to get my head and body down to the ground and rotate towards him as I get back into half guard. And then I get into full guard, I think, here. Yep. And I'm just trying to look for things. I'm trying to look for things. I know I should be a little bit more dynamic here, trying to like angle out, but I feel that he like gives me a triangle and I start trying to attack this triangle, but apparently that's exactly what he wanted to do. Because apparently this is his specialty of like baiting people into trying to triangle him. You can hear my coach saying, "Yup, that's his specialty." He baits the triangle and then he has really broad shoulders, which makes him hard to submit. And then he like turns that into a pass. So, well, I fell for it and I'm back inside control. I need to try and like bridge away from him and get my like bottom leg in, but he knows that and like uses his right arm to block my legs and he goes back into like the north-south kind of position. But he isn't quite able to capture my arm the way he wants to. And from there, he does slide into north-south. And the rest of this, I'm just going to be trying to escape from him. Okay. So I need to get like my arms kind of underneath him like that. Right? And get him up towards my head so that I can like pendulum escape. Because that's all I really know how to do. But he's going to try and get a grip on my left arm here. Trying to like maybe attack Kimuras or something. So we're kind of hand fighting here on my left side, on both our left sides. As he positions back around towards my right, but I'm all able to kind of use that as a chance to do this pendulum escape and get my legs towards him, but he doesn't let me. He doesn't let me hook. But I do eventually get this like under kind of grip and start trying to like swing my legs around. I think I really need to just like to start with like a bigger thing. Oh, there we go. I did do the movement there. He got me inside control for a second there, but I'm able to swing back around as I get him into this like weird looking guard. I think I'm trying to, I know now that I can't really triangle him, which is normally what I think I would do in this kind of situation. So I go for like collar grips and stuff. But he starts like posturing up and I realize I can only like work an open guard. And unfortunately, I don't really know how to work an open guard, but I just know the principle is that like if I keep control of his sleeves and I keep his legs like, or keep my legs on the inside and keep tension, then there's not a ton that he can do. Like here, like I probably could have swept from there, but I haven't really done any lessons on this stuff as he actually pushes my legs down and again, circles to the left to get the pass. But I start pushing on him with my legs and, well, rotate back into guard again before the round ends.